Hi, I'm Pam Hayes from Hayes Sewing Machine Company. We're located in Wilmington, Delaware, and today I wanted to show you how to do some fusible applique. We're going to take this heart shape and I'm going to transfer that to my fabric so I can applique this on. I'm using a notion that is called Seam 2 Light. I take a pen or a pencil and I'm just going to simply draw around my shape. I take the wrong side of my material and I'm going to separate the two pieces. So the piece that has my heart, I'm going to place it and I'm going to iron where the heart is. You hold it for about 3 seconds. Whether you use steam or not, it doesn't really matter. And you can see that it adhered to my fabric. Now you're going to grab your scissors, and this is where you want to cut on the line as accurately as possible. The Seam 2 Light puts a paper on the back of the heart, so you need to separate the two pieces. Can you see how they easily separate? Very simple. You now take your heart and you place it where you want it to be. So I take, again, I do about 3 seconds. And now it's attached. When you're doing it with a sewing machine, you need to make sure you have a foot that is called an embroidery foot. The embroidery foot has a groove cut out of the bottom, so it allows the stitches to pass through easier. So you would put that on to your machine. And then another important step would be what they call stabilizer. And stabilizer goes underneath your project and it helps support your fabric when you're sewing. The first stitch we're going to work with and use is what they call a blanket stitch. And we stitch trying to keep the edge of the blanket stitch at the edge of the heart. You can also work with decorative stitches like feather stitches, and I'm also going to show you how to work with a satin stitch. Satin stitch meaning a close together zigzag. Now when you're working with your stitch, again, can you see how I'm turning the needle down to make sure that it's going where I wish it to be? And I'm going to do my satin stitch again along the edge of the heart. Now I'm doing 2 different stitches on the same heart. Would I necessarily do this? No, but it's just to give you an idea of what to do. You can see on the one side we have what they call a blanket stitch, where it just gives it a nice delicate appearance. And then the fuller side is a satin stitch, which is a close together zigzag on your sewing machine. And at that point, you're done.